Father Dave, a lot of people may not realise it, but back in the 70s, you're one of the few people, the few Sydney-siders who actually saw the original Ramones, the original lineup, live.
Mate, they're all dead now too.
Apart from Mark.
God rest their souls. Well, he wasn't the original because who was the original drummer? It wasn't Mark.
Tommy, wasn't it?
It was Tommy. Yeah.
Anyway, you saw the Ramones live. We've got some pictures which we'll show of you back then as a punk. What was punk really honestly like back in 77?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I mean, look, it was about being angry for me. You know, I think my mum died when I was a teenager, and I think I was going through a really bad space, but I was just full of questions and full of just feeling everything was bullshit in terms of, you know, school, which I was still at, and but just in the social values and stuff like that, you know, and then you get, you know, the Sex Pistols coming out and saying, you know, I spent 50 weeks of the year inside a factory, I want some holidays in the sun, you know, and for their promo for Holidays in the Sun and this sort of stuff, and coming out and just questioning stuff, you know, and being pissed off about it. And that just tapped right into where I was at the time.
It's damn good they were able to tour out here also. And
The Ramones?
Yeah,
the Pistols never got here, which was a shame.
face-to-face connection with the people who they obviously touched.
Yeah, I mean the Ramones were like they were the ones, they influenced the Pistols. You know, they were there before the Pistols.
Yeah, right.
And they've influenced so many. They sort of just never climbed to that sort of height, you know. But yeah, it's a shame the Pistols and some of the others never did make it out here. But yeah, I mean they burn out too, you know.
Well, the Pistols burnt out in 4 years flat or something
If
ridiculous.
I think
that.
you sort of have to, you know, either
Yeah.
you sell out or you burn out,
Yeah, right.
you know. And I think, you know, Steve Jones and Paul Cook went and, you know, did some commercial stuff, doing some stuff with Ronnie Biggs and all that sort of stuff, and that's, you know, that's the path they went down.
Yeah,
Sid died,
yeah.
which is sort of, you know, poetic in a way, but I mean, just tragic, really.
Absolutely poetic in a way. Well,
Yeah.
it's backing up everything.
Yeah, but it was tragic too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a tragic figure, really. I mean, the whole thing, yeah, it wasn't going to go anywhere.
I still do feel if you read any interviews with Johnny Rotten nowadays, he's really held that ethos.
Mate, he's kept his cutting edge. He's one man I would love to meet still.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He's one of the
will not
on my
bullshit.
bucket list. Like, he's one guy I'd really like to meet and thank for the influence he had on me.
Yeah, right.
I know.
So who's going to make the call? Let's make this thing happen.
It was interesting, you know. A couple of years ago, we were mucking around a band. I did something. The TV were filming it, and I was doing Pretty Vacant, and they actually rang the Pistols or whoever, Johnny or someone, said, you know, can we use this on Lonely Planet Guide, I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, they said no, not having a fucking priest doing our song, you know. I thought, yeah, fair enough.
Now, Father Dave, back in 77, what did a punk look like? Did they have mohawks? Was it colourful? If you rocked up at a club
It's
and
a
you didn't
good
have studs and
question.
leather, were you
it's a
shunned?
good question. I mean, look, you know, we're jumping on a bandwagon that was there was the sort of US style, which was the Ramones leather jacket type stuff, and there was the sort of more British style, which is the sort of safety pins and rags, you know. I think the Sydney scene was somewhere in between both of that. You know, I'd fallen in love with the Ramones first and had my leather jacket and, you know, tough guy stuff, you know, but yeah, I mean, it was an anger, I think, was the thing united us. And
Bring your best
disillusionment.
anger.
Yeah,
and
as
you're
long as you
right.
were angry, you got in the door.
Anger and disillusionment, you know what I mean? But that's why it's not something that could last, you know? You can't, how do you maintain the rage, you know? In a sense, for me, the church was a natural progression,
Yeah, cool.
because it's a way of maintaining the rage.
Yeah.
But
It's a romantic thing. What a brilliant sentiment.
On that note,
Yeah, man.
thank you very much for coming in, Father Dave.
Thank
Awesome.
you, brother. Good to be with you.
Thank you.